Hey, it's Ryan with QLZ. We are talking with Bryan. We'll make sure that we don't mix up each other's names. I
Right.
don't think we did last time. So we'll make sure we don't do that
No,
this
I
time.
think we'll be okay.
Yeah. So talking with Bryan of Fame on Fire. It's telling you, man, I got to talk to you and all the guys like 4 years ago when you guys were kind of starting out. It's been awesome to watch your guys' career, see you grow, get a couple full length records out at this point, man. How are you doing and how are the guys doing?
Uh, I'm doing great. Like we're all doing great. We just got back from a like really crazy good tour with our buddies in Sim, who
Okay.
they're a Japanese band. So they had a really good headlining tour. We were really happy to be supporting them. It was amazing crowds, and we went off that tour definitely like on a high, definitely like really happy with what we did. Because we have anticipation now with the new music. Obviously Nightmare's out,
Yep.
and the fans are loving that. We got to play a few new songs too, which was fun. Um, and yeah, we're doing really good. Right now we're at home waiting a couple days, and then we go out to Japan in about a week.
And I was going to ask you before we got going. I know you said you've been to Japan before. The rest of the guys haven't. So I guess for you individually, like, what are you looking forward to when you go over there? It's like taking in some of the sites. I know you guys obviously have. I think you guys have like 4 or 5 shows over there. But in any downtime you have, anything that you're looking forward to trying? Maybe you didn't try last time, or taking any of the sites.
Um, so I definitely want to take in the sights because we're gonna be like traveling a lot more than I traveled when I was there.
Cool.
So definitely gonna see like more of Japan, more of the rural areas and stuff like that, like the rice fields and stuff. And I don't, I'm not expecting a lot. I'm just really looking forward to the food. I'm really
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing the boys' faces since they've never been. I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to them being like kind of like it is a bit of a culture shock, but
Mhm.
it's like just the way that the whole country operates, the way that everybody is, like the food, the scenery, like how beautiful it is. I'm really excited for everybody like in the band to see that and kind of see their faces.
That's good. That's awesome. Now, are you guys playing with the same band? Sim, you said, right? Sim.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys playing with them over in Japan? Is that kind of how this worked, or who are you guys playing with?
So we are playing one day with Sim,
Okay.
which is actually their festival. So in Japan they do a lot of festivals and stuff, and so Sim has their own festival in Japan, and so we are going to play that festival with them. And then after we do the festival with Sim, we have a show with Skindred, and then we have 2 shows with a couple other bands, but one of the bands that I know of, their name is Prompts. They're pretty cool. I actually got to see them live when I was there, and so we got 2 shows with them as well. So we got 4 shows. One's with Sim, one's with Kindred, two with Prompts, and it's gonna be a pretty good little tour, a little vacation kind of.
That's awesome. Like you said, you guys have Nightmare of the Devil out right now. Spiral is out. So you guys just played some tracks that aren't out anywhere right now
Yeah,
for
we
live.
did.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What's, oh, go
we
ahead.
have a
I'm sorry.
song we have a song featuring the singer of Sim,
Okay.
Ma. So we were playing that on the tour that we were on with them. And then he came out on the last night and he did the track with us live, which was really cool. And so yeah, we were playing that and kind of just like testing the water. I
Mhm.
guess it's like very old school of us to be like, oh, we're gonna test the song out, see how it does. People love it. Like there's videos out there of this song already, like on YouTube and stuff. But I'm excited to like release the video and like release the music for it. There's a couple other songs before that
Mhm.
one, but like
Okay.
I'm excited for like what's to come of that song.
Okay. Is it like you said, the crowd reaction was really good? Obviously, internet, you guys have had the internet, pretty much your entire lives. You've seen it. It's interesting talking with some bands that have been around for a while. They're like, it's incredible we put out new music and people know the songs right away. But like when you're putting out a song that nobody, maybe outside of what, maybe 10, 20 people
Yeah.
have heard, it's a cool risk that you guys are willing to do that. So I guess does it take a little while for the crowd to kind of get into the song, or is it just, hey man, they're headbanging, they're jumping up
It's
and down, it's right
it's
away?
it's like I've never been so certain about a song in my life. Like
Mhm.
I kept telling the boys, I was like, this song's gonna change our lives. And I don't know, is the song gonna be out by the time this interview comes out?
This interview will be out pretty much tonight,
Oh,
so
then no,
yeah,
they don't know what it
they
is.
don't know. Okay.
But there's like you get this reaction. I keep telling the boys like this song is gonna like really like do some crazy things for us. Like I love Nightmare. I think Nightmare is
Mhm.
absolutely an amazing track. But there's something about when we play this song live that there's just an instant reaction. Nobody knows what this song is.
Yeah.
And everybody just like starts like moving. It's it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's like I've never been so certain of something happening in my life. And so like seeing this reaction from these people, seeing like the crowd moving, not even knowing the words, uh, seeing people try and figure out the words, that's always a
Yeah.
fun one. And then you get the fans that go to every single show. Literally, there's people that follow tours. Um, so you see the people that follow tours, and like by the third night, they have all the words down, and I'm just like, this is so funny. So I'm stoked for that one. I'm happy we got to like play it and like test it. And we're gonna keep playing it. It's gonna be another one of those songs that we just keep playing.
That's awesome. That's super cool. Like the fact that in the day of the internet and streaming and everything being at everybody's fingertips, you guys are able to bring something to somebody that they can't get anywhere else.
Very true. Yeah, and it's a
Just
lot
as
of
live
fun.
experience. That's sweet. I love that. Nightmare, I told you the track that we're spinning, right now, always love whatever track we're spinning, kind of get some background info on it. To me, I think this is the catchiest song you guys ever put out to radio because it's cool because you guys have Spiral, which is I think is one of the more hard-hitting tracks you guys have put
For
on.
sure.
We got kind of we have both sides of you guys, which is awesome. I love it. So what do you want our listeners to know about this track, Nightmare, the Devil? Because I know you guys also
Yeah,
have a cover of the night of Nightmare as well.
yeah, we do.
Yeah.
That was God, that was such a nightmare.
I bet.
No pun,
I bet it
pun actually
was.
pun intended. But for this song, this was the first song that we ever worked with Eric Ron on.
Okay.
So we went to LA and we did like labels will send you to LA for the people that don't know. Labels send you to LA and they go speed date people and you're like, okay, cool. So you speed date producers. And the whole time we were like, okay, we want a producer work on a record, but also we're not married to any producer working on a record because we've been an extremely self-sufficient band. Like I was very much in the camp of like I don't need anybody to tell me how I need to be. Like I was very much in that camp.
Yeah.
And so we had some sessions with some producers and people like everyone was like really cool, but like at the same time it's like I never felt like I needed this person. I never felt like they like did something that I couldn't already do myself. Um until we stumbled on Eric Ron, we had like a last second session with him and we got in with him and like he was definitely somebody I was interested in because like I know the work that he's done and I've loved the work that he's done. And so we got in the studio with him and we had this like Paul and Blake and Alex already worked out a lot of the like the demo and instrumental of Nightmare. And so they kind of had it like what it was. And we started playing it and like Eric and I just started spitting melodies and like it was kind of like magic. It was so quickly the way it all worked. And we got that song down like what it was going to be in like genuinely an hour. Like that song was quick. And it was the first session ever with Eric Ron. It was the first time ever meeting Eric Ron.
Mhm.
And also Eric Ron's the type of person that's going to ask you all sorts of questions like, what is this song about? What does it mean to you? Like, I want to know like the true you. And it's like, it's really hard telling somebody that when you're meeting them for the first time.
Yeah.
It's very challenging to open up, but like he was really good at like getting some things out of me that I didn't want to say to the world. And so that was like, and so when we finished up that track, we all got back to the hotel that day and we were just like, this is the guy.
Mhm.
This is the guy. We can go to the next guy tomorrow, but that's the guy.
Yeah.
And so we told the label, we're like, hey, we want to go work with them. And they're like, okay, great. We love Eric Ron. And I was like, great. And so we went in, we did the record with him, and he pushed me so far. He pushed me so far. And like I thought there was a breaking point for me. And there it it just I kept breaking and then I would heal and then I'd break again.
Yeah.
It was genuinely crazy, and I'm very happy that we did it. I'm very happy we went with Eric as a producer.
That's awesome. I'm glad you had a good experience. You mentioned this song came together and like a Nightmare came together in like an hour.
Yeah.
Do you like it when you can just get a song together like an hour, everything is done? Or do you prefer like the ones that, man, it feels like it took us a while to get this going? Do you have a preference?
Well, the way it goes is like I say we got it done in an hour, meaning like
Yeah.
we got done like the I'm in the middle of a nightmare. Like we got the hook done
Yeah.
and we got some of the lyrics done, but like what I like to do is like we like if we get stuck on a line, if I got stuck on a line, like I'm sometimes quick, I'm sometimes slow when it comes to writing lyrics. But like if I get stuck on a line, I'll just throw in like whatever line fits and
Mhm.
then I'll go adjust it later to give it a more in-depth meaning. Now we got majority of the vocals and the instrumentation was already kind of done. And then, from there it took us a few days to actually like get it all down, get all the sounds right with everything. That took us a little bit longer, but as far as the core of the song, yeah, we got everything done that first like hour pretty much.
That's awesome. Now you mentioned a full length album, and I'm sure there's some things you can share and some things you can. Obviously, you said you guys sounds like you have a timeline for some of the tracks that are coming out. So, do you guys have a release date on this? Do you have like a kind of time frame when you would like this next album to be out?
Yeah, there's a release date.
Okay, you can't say right
I
now.
don't I don't I genuinely don't know. Like I don't know if I can
Okay,
say Can't say. Um, if I was to guess though, like if I was just to like put speculation out there, it'd probably be sometime in September, probably like
Okay.
early September.
All right. All
If
right.
I was to speculate,
Speculate. Okay. Good to know.
yeah, if I was to speculate, that album would be out early September, and then yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Oh, I was about to say, damn, I was about to say, well, what's it called then? Since you can speculate a little bit, I was about to say, what's it called?
Oh,
But if you can't
uh,
share it, dude, you're good. I'm not going to pressure you on it.
you know, I'm not gonna say what it's called yet.
Okay. You want
I'll
to
wait for that one. I'll
hold on
wait
to
for
that?
that.
Okay.
Because I don't think anybody knows the name of it yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, besides our band and our label and stuff, but like I
Yeah.
don't think
Outside like
I don't
the 10, 20 people again. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, there might be some people actually that do know the name of it. I'm not saying it on air though.
Okay.
I'll
Awesome.
tell you after. I'll tell you after. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
when we're done recording, I'll give you like, a whole 30 seconds that we can be like, okay, we're definitely done on this. We're definitely done. So, all right, awesome.
Cool.
And then I will keep it to myself until if it leaks out, then you guys will be like, well, we're never talking to this dickhead again.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
happening.
I'm sure I could find it out there.
All right. That's awesome. So when you guys want, I know you said September, if you had to speculate, September for the record. So
Speculating.
kind of like when are we going to get some more singles in from you guys? Obviously, you have the radio single Spirals Out. We all know how the industry is. You got to keep feeding people and everything else and keep everybody's attention spans, on you. So it means you got to constantly get stuff out there. So kind of when's this more timeline for some more music to come out before the record?
Um, I actually don't know this one.
You don't? Okay,
But
you don't. Okay.
I don't know this one. I know it's like I want to say it's like July,
Okay.
but I don't know when the next single's coming out. I
So
do want to say July.
okay. So
Um,
just go see you guys live then.
it
So you
just
can get
come
them.
see us live. Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to say there's something coming out in July. There's something coming out. I'm already too far ahead of myself. I
Okay.
think there's
All right.
something in July and August, but I'm not sure.
All right, awesome. I got a question for you as well when it comes to like the growth of you guys, because you mentioned, Eric Ron brought something out of you. I guess, like I said, I got to talk to you guys like 4 years ago during COVID. It was an interesting time. You guys, had a lot of incredible covers out. Headspace was out. Where do you think you guys have grown? Maybe some of the most significant places where you guys have grown as a band, and you as a front man.
Um, I think that as a band, we've grown in terms of our musical abilities and the ability to trust our creative decisions and trust each other with like any situation really.
Okay.
Because I could trust Alex, Blake, or Paul doing this interview right now. Like I wouldn't be worried about anything like that. I wouldn't be worried about anybody saying anything stupid. Not that they really have anything intelligent to say, but. But no, I think we've
They're
grown
not
as like
going. They're not going bad. They're not going good. It's hey,
yeah,
you'll get a straightforward interview. They'll not tell you the things that they're not supposed to tell you.
yeah, no, they're
Yeah,
I'm the one that will leak everything.
yeah. There we go.
But I think like the trust and like understanding each other's personalities is like very big growth point for us. We've been on tour a lot. Our writing together, amazing. I mean, obviously, like this new record is like so cool, and like the trust that we have with each other while writing this record, and like being very like skeptical of things because of how obscure some of the things we did
Mhm.
were, but like we feel like we pushed the envelope on a lot of things. Um, and just like as far as me as a frontman, like really owning the role of being a frontman, it's because it's really hard to always be the one in the center of attention all the
Mhm.
time because like sometimes you just kind of want to crawl back into your skin and hide, but it's like I don't know. I've just gotten really used to like being like open and honest and very nice and forward with people and
Mhm.
like very commanding on stage because like that's just what I want to do. It's like you lock into this mentality where before I feel like I was like definitely like scared and timid of all these faces staring at me, but now it's like I feel like I can control the crowds. I feel like I tell people what I want. And I think as a singer, I've developed a lot. I work a lot on my voice and haven't really had any vocal issues or anything like that and just always try to push myself to be the better version of
Mhm.
myself. It's
Yeah.
always it's always tough, but I always try to do that. So I think there's been a lot of growth throughout the history of Fame on Fire, and I'm proud of every single one of us.
I'm to do. It's been fun watching you guys. Like when you guys like I said 4 years ago when people were like, hey, you want to talk to these guys? Some people know who they are. I mean, a lot of our listeners there knew who you were because they followed you guys with the covers and the amount of content you guys always put out. So a lot of things that you guys did, you guys got recognized. Again, that hard work that you guys put in. It's been fun to watch you guys. These last 4 5 years and see where you've grown as a band. Again, man, you guys
Thank
put
you.
out a lot of covers, a lot of content. We are flooded, absolutely flooded with collaborations right now. on rock radio. It's fun. I love it. I interviewed Matt from Ashes to New a couple years ago, and it's something that he had talked about. He wanted to see more in this industry, in the rock and metal side of things, and like we're flooded with it. It's awesome. So, do you have anybody who you want to work with? I know some of the covers you guys have worked with people in the past. I think Poor Stacy is a track that we played. We did covers weekends
Yep.
for you guys. I know the track Heavy is her name Paris. I'm trying to remember
Rain
her name.
Paris, Rain
Yes.
Paris. Yeah.
Remember her on the Linkin Park track. Heavy, you guys did, by the way, phenomenal fucking job on that song. That
Thank
was
you.
incredible. So is there anybody else that you guys want to work with? Maybe well-known people, maybe some people in the rock world that maybe we're not as familiar with. Do you have a collaboration wish list?
Well, we got the song that's coming out with Ma from Sim, so that was definitely like that was a bucket list for me. But I don't know. I don't like obviously like I want to work with like any like big pop star. Like I think working with like Post Malone would be really cool. Um, but I don't know. I don't really think about it like,
Okay.
oh, I mean, like if I could get work with Avenged Sevenfold in some sort of way, I would always love to do that because they're my all-time favorite band. They're the coolest band ever. Um, but like I don't know. I'm really down to collaborate with everybody and
Mhm.
anybody. I don't have favorites, but I would definitely like to. Like, like the thing that Ronnie Radke did with Jelly Roll
Yeah.
recently. I was like, damn, because we wanted to do that. And like
Mhm.
we know Bunny, and we kind of know Jelly, like we met him a few times and stuff like that. But it's like Blake has tried to see if we can get something going with Jelly Roll, and obviously it just never happened because his like he's got so much going on. His stature
Mhm.
is massive. So you need to have an equally massive stature in order to like kind of shine in the
Yeah.
sense. But I'm down with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm down with everybody and anybody as long as you're not a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Very, very low bar. Very low bar. Just don't be a
The
fucking
bar the
weirdo.
bar is low and I like working with everybody. I like working
Yeah.
with people. I like catching vibes with people. I'm a songwriter and a producer
Mhm.
on my day job pretty much. So like I'm used to doing that, working with other people, working with other bands.
Awesome. Do you like all these collaborations? Are you able to follow them? Again, I know you guys obviously have your
Oh,
own band to follow. Like are you loving what we're seeing? Like we have Hailstorm and I Prevail together.
I think it's so sick. I
Yeah.
think it's so sick. I think it's so important. And I think that it's so healthy for the scene. I think that the fact that people used to be like, oh, I'm no collaboration style band was
Mhm.
like pretty pretty stupid. I don't think people should overdo it. Because that gets a little like that makes it less special if you
Mhm.
overdo it. But I think having like these like significant collaborations like I Prevail and Hailstorm, Fallen in Reverse and Jelly Roll, like those are very significant. Like those are very big moments in the scene, and I think it's super important. So
Yeah. I'm with you. I schedule our music. So sometimes you got to like really make sure, like, okay, I got to make sure my artist separation is good. And I'm about at the point where I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. Who
yeah,
cares?
and Five Finger and DMX, which is like
Yeah.
so crazy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how long did they have that one sitting?
I had to been what, over a year? Probably
I
over a year
think
at least.
maybe 2 years. I
Yeah.
don't remember. I don't remember when DMX passed, but like I'm just like I'm like that's like it's so cool. It's
Yeah.
so cool to see.
Yeah. It's wild. Like I never ever thought I'd be playing DMX on any station that I've ever run or been on. It's like the first time I said it, I was like, is someone like I like DMX as a kid when it came to rap when I was growing up. DMX was one of the guys where I'm just like, just feels kind of weird. Now it feels more natural, but it's just like at first I was like, I'm okay. Yeah, I really said DMX. And I'm sure our listeners are like, what did he just say? What I think he said? So
Dude, yeah, I love DMX.
yeah, it's
He was
awesome. So,
awesome.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? Fuck this. I know who I want. I want Little
Okay.
John. I want
Little
Little
John.
John.
All
Little
right.
John.
All right.
Yep. I want to get Little John on a track, and I genuinely have DM'd him before.
Okay. Did
And
you
then
reply?
no, he did
Okay.
not. I've DM'd him before. I've also hit him with like how much. I was like, name your price, because I want to know how much DMX is gonna cost to be featured on one of our songs.
Yeah.
Not DMX, sorry, Little
Little
John.
John.
But yeah, I really want Little John on a
Okay.
song. Oh God.
There we go.
Sorry, I just played something on Pro Tools.
It's
That's
all
crazy.
right. We're getting a quick list here of some new Fame on Fire music out in the way, or somebody else,
Nope, not
that
famous.
you're working.
Not
Somebody else
famous
that
for
you're working
somebody
on.
else.
No. There we go. We'll tell people to listen for the Easter eggs in this interview. Bryan, dude, like some had Nightmares track we got on QLZ right now. I didn't think of this question when I talked to you guys last time. It's a question I ask every band now when I either catch up with them or interview them for the first time. Favorite complete albums, dude. Favorite no skip records, start to finish. The albums you listen to that you don't skip one song on.
Oh, Avenged Sevenfold self-titled.
Yeah.
Easy.
All right.
Easy. It's the greatest album that's ever been made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any more? You can share more if you think of more, but yeah.
Linkin Park, Meteora,
Yep.
and Hybrid Theory, both. Actually, you know what? Meteor has a skip. It's got one skip. It's got that stupid interlude.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with just Hybrid Theory.
You're all right.
Yeah,
Awesome, man.
I don't like the interlude. It's like why is it there? Like I get it, but like just skip it.
Yeah.
Um,
When you said that, I was like, oh, I know exactly which one he's talking about. No, exact. Yep. Yeah, it's the
yeah.
interlude.
Um, that might be it, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's genuinely it.
Okay.
Oh, Usher's Confessions. That album
Okay.
is amazing too. But yeah, that's gonna be it.
That's the big three. That's the big three.
That's
So
the big three. Yep.
yep. I'm with you on Hybrid Theory. Yeah, anytime that CD, if it's in my car and I find it, I'm like, dude, I'm not. I mean, granted, if I'm not going very far, I can listen to it on a round trip fully anyway, because it doesn't take that long to listen to the record, which is great.
Yeah. Oh, I got more.
All
Uh,
right.
this has opened up my brain to other things.
Okay.
The Scream Aim Fire album from Bullet.
Oh, yep.
That
That's
album is
yeah.
so good. That album is so good, like front to back. I think that might be it now.
All right.
Let
I'm
me
looking
call
at so like I have a bookshelf in here and it's all pretty much all CDs and I'm like I know that Scream Aim Fire album is on there somewhere. So now when we're done here and you tell me the name of the album and all that and I'm one of like the 21st person to know it, I'm gonna look for Scream Aim
Yeah,
Fire so I can put it back in my car.
please.
So awesome, man. Well, dude, Brian, like I said, man, thanks for the time, dude. Nightmares track spinning with us right now. You guys are heading to Japan here in about the next week and a half, dude. Safe travels and
Yep.
everything. And dude,
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your time, man.
Thank you for having me, man.